Welcome back, YouTube, to another Fat Guy Builds. Today we're doing jacking rails on my S550 Mustang. This will allow a better place to put a jack to lift the car up instead of using that tiny skinny pinch weld that always bends in the future. So I'm going to show you how to do it step by step, tell you what it looks like, show you what it looks like, and everyone should be happy. Step number one, get the car off the ground so that you can get to the mounting points that are on each side of the car. The jacking rails come wrapped up like this in a long box. And then the hardware are these Allen head with these washers. Underneath, you're going to use these two towards the front. And then on the back, you're going to use these two far ones here. Which means we have to pull this piece off because obviously these are in the way. When getting this thing ready to install, you need to make sure you lift it as far back as possible and as far in as possible so you don't have a bunch of overhang, because otherwise you won't be able to get the jacking rail in. So like this one is totally off, so it's not going to work. So I'm going to push this guy over here, jack it up by the subframe, and then the back one I'm just going to push farther back, and that'll be okay. Use a 15mm, remove this bolt, and these two back here. Use a hammer and a chisel and get this to where it's flush with this piece, like so. So this is nice and flush now. Do that on both sides. Take some blue Loctite, put it on the threads here. Line up your jacking rail with the holes. Get the bolt in with the Loctite, tighten it down. Use a wrench, snug it down by hand, make sure it's nice and tight. And then you're going to repeat this process on the other side of the car. And you're all done. Pretty simple. And then from now on, everybody can jack your car up by this nice jacking rail, which means your side skirts are not going to get damaged by the guys at Discount Tire when they use that whole lifting platform. They're just going to lift on here instead of lifting on your side skirts. Thanks for coming and checking out another Fat Guy Builds. This install was pretty easy, and it makes it a lot easier for people to jack up your car without messing up your side skirts, especially if you have aftermarket ones, like say the carbon fiber ones or whatever. You don't want those getting smashed by Discount Tire. Plus, I think they'll act as like some sort of subframe brace from the front to the back with those mounting holes. I don't know, don't quote me on that.